Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So we'll be reacting to Thomas Sowell TV, and this one said, why do Americans know the facts and still vote for liars? Like, I don't know why you people don't like someone being transparent with you, people, someone telling you the truth, open. People don't like that. I don't know why. Let's hear what Thomas Sowell have to say about this.
People don't. They often speak of people who are rich as people who happen to have money.
Right.
Extremely few people happen to have money.
There aren't that many Rockefellers.
Well, but Rockefeller didn't happen to have money.
But his heirs happen to have it.
Heirs happen to have money.
So you're drawing
Rockefeller reduced the cost of oil to a fraction of what it had been before him, benefiting millions of people across the country. Therefore, they bought their oil from Rockefeller rather than from people who had more expensive ways of producing oil. For example, one of them being the use of tank cars on the railroads. The progressives were livid that Rockefeller could ship his oil at a cheaper price than the other producers. It never occurred to them that Rockefeller shipped his oil in tank cars, which are a hell of a lot cheaper to transport than in barrels. Right. I mean, we still measure oil in barrels today, but we ship it in tankers.
Right.
And that's how he became a multi-billionaire.
So we know from the study of economic history that wealthy people get wealthy by creating jobs, lowering prices of products. Rather than Bill Gates, the richest man in America, one of the richest men in the world, invented an entire industry that simply didn't. All right, we know all that, and we also know, as we mentioned earlier, that cutting taxes worked to spur economic growth in the 20s. Again, under John Kennedy in the 60s. Actually, it was Johnson who ended up. Most of the tax cuts took place, let's call it under the 60s, and then again in Ronald Reagan in the 1980s.
And then George W. Bush.
And George W. Bush. So how is it that he can stand there in the face of this overwhelming evidence and be taken seriously? I'm not asking now about Barack Obama as an intellectual. I'm asking about the people listening to him.
That's the question of the hour. You have people who don't stop and think. You've had dumbed-down education. You've had propagandistic education. And people, what he's saying connects with all those kinds of things.
All right.
In fact, it goes the other way too. I was just doing some research on Detroit and its decline, and they kept raising the city income tax. And every time they raised the tax rate, the tax revenues went down. In 2008, Charles Gibson put this to Obama when he was a candidate. He said, why are you for raising the tax rate on the rich? Because you often get more revenue at lower tax rates than at the higher tax rates. And he said, well, it's a question of social justice. In other words, he doesn't really care about whether the government raises more revenues. If he can get people mad at the rich and they vote for him, then it's a success. Just as Coleman Young's policies in Detroit were a great political success for him. Mm. It ruined Detroit, but it didn't.
I just you and I happen to be reading on a similar subject. From 1950 to the present, two things happened. One was that the population of the United States of America roughly doubled, and the other was that the population of Detroit fell by roughly half.
Yes.
Unbelievable. All right.
See, guys, I was just literally saying it's because it's easier to fool people than convince them that they have been fooled. Yes, and I would say it's because they really hate Donald Trump. That's why they don't want to vote for him. That's why they are saying rubbish things against him, saying things against him, backbiting him, blackmailing him, and they prefer that than to run a communist state. I mean, live in a communist country, not communist. I think it's communist. Yeah, communist country. Like, I don't even understand. I don't even know why a lot of people prefer someone who tells them what they want to hear over someone who tells them the truth. Like, I don't understand. And I don't even literally understand why they will allow the government to do the thinking for them. And they are supposed to do the thinking. The government do their own thinking. Then the government, the citizens, you come together, you put everything in Jesus, I don't even know what to say. And I think they are used to teach people how to think. Now they teach them what to think. How would they teach you what to think? Kai. As in, but guys, I would really ask the question, why do Americans know the facts? Like, you know the facts, it's right there, you are saying it, and you still still vote. You still want to vote for the Democrats. Why? Why is that? Yes, like, oh, I should come again. Like, why do the Americans know the facts and still vote for Democrats? Why? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Like, watch, and subscribe to my channel, and have a wonderful day ahead. Bye bye.